Sorry. Hi. I did a vlog video thing earlier today that was introducing the hospital more than anything and going through their security procedures, some of them. And I briefly spoke about myself. So I thought I'd do a full video blog now about who I am, what I'm like, and all that stuff. As you probably know if you watched my last video, I'm Charlie, I'm 20 and I'm in a psych ward. I've had psych issues officially since I was 16. That was my first admission as an outpatient. Followed through since then, ever since then, it's just basically been admission after admission. Very much revolving doors in the last few months, and those revolving doors decided to lead me to a psych ward that is secure. So let's start with self-harm. I self-harm. I'm not sure why. I don't really do it much anymore. I used to do it a lot to relieve stress and tension. I just get this build up of emotion inside me, and that would be the only way I could release it. So that's the self-harm aspect of things. That started when I was about 12. I made my first cut, but prior to that I had developed a habit of banging my arms or legs or head against hard objects in order to try and break them. Apparently that's not too uncommon. Quite often people start young, but without cutting they start with other things: eyelash pulling, hair pulling. Hair pulling I do as well, which I've managed to cover up with a shave. But yeah, so things like that, it's not uncommon. But that is something I really want to get over. I really would like to be able to stop that sort of behaviour, because it doesn't benefit anyone, and it really does destroy relationships with anyone, family, friends, anyone. So that's that aspect. The last time I self-harmed was this, which apparently counts as self-harm. I punched a wall and broke my hand. That was about 3 weeks ago. So since then I've been self-harm free. Yay! Okay, moving on to food, which is my other main issue. I had an eating disorder at 16. I was diagnosed bulimic. About 10 weeks ago, I was diagnosed anorexic. I'd recovered from my bulimia completely by then. But about 10 weeks ago, I was diagnosed anorexic. And the moment he said, "I'm going to diagnose you anorexic," something clicked in my head, and I just thought, fuck you, I'm going to eat just to prove that I'm not, because I don't like labels, and if it's something I can control, then I'm going to make sure that that label doesn't apply. So I ate, and I ate, and I ate, and now I'm a healthy weight. Eek. But, just about. But as you can see, I am horrendously fat, and now I want to lose weight again, because I can't really cope with the high weight that I'm at. It's not doing anyone any favours, and it's really fucking with my head. So I'll probably start restricting it again. Well, I already have. That eating issue started when I was about 12 as well. That's the first time I purged. And between 12 and 16, my bulimia just sort of gradually increased. It started off just using it as a form of release. I'd sometimes eat something and then feel guilty, so I'd purge. And then it started to grow where I'd eat quite a lot just so that I could purge. And then it got to the point where I was just eating and purging all day, because I had no life and no self-worth. So I thought, that's what I deserve. I deserve to stick my head down the toilet multiple times a day. I deserve to stuff my face so I feel uncomfortable. Even though I didn't want to eat, I did. I guess I was trying to stuff the emotions down. That sort of resolved itself after my first admission. It just sort of turned into restricting. Struggled a lot with restricting. Still am. once I was discharged from my last hospital and put in supported living, I just stopped eating pretty much, and the result was I lost quite a lot of weight. My BMI dropped down to 16, not that low, but it was getting serious, so I deliberately made an effort to like improve that situation, because eating disorders don't help anyone. Like it's a downward spiral, and I know I don't want to go down that road again. So at the moment I'm trying to restrict but be sensible about it. Yeah, so that's food. I hear voices, and well, I hear a control room that is in my head. Apparently it's hallucinations, and apparently I'm delusional, that because I feel that people are coming to get me, when apparently they're not. I think those are delusions. I think I have insight in that, but it doesn't make it feel any less real. Like it doesn't make it feel any less like it's actually happening. It just confuses you, knowing that it's real but it's not, and like, where do you stand in it if it's real but it's not at the same time? So that's my delusions and hallucinations, and that is everything. Childhood circumstancey thing, like that kind of stuff. I was born in Thailand, adopted at 2.5 by my paternal grandmother and her husband at the time. We lived okay for the first few years. About 5 or 6, the physical and emotional abuse started with my mum. Childhood was rough, bullied in primary school, not great home life. Dad was out quite a lot, mum was angry quite a lot. I think you can get what I'm trying to get to. Eventually, when I was 12, Dad couldn't take her abuse to him either anymore, and like, she was dragging our family down. So they eventually got divorced, and that was at 12, and that was actually when most of my problems started, like actually cutting, actually deliberately purging, things like that. I guess I was used to being hurt, that I needed to hurt myself in order to feel the punishment, receive the punishment that I felt like by then I felt I deserved, because that's what abuse does. It works its way in to make the victim feel like it's what's needed, it's what they deserve, and I am working on that. Anyway, 12, I went to secondary. At 11, I went to secondary school. It's a boarding school, but I was a day patient until I was 15. I got on really well there. I got my sports scholarship in year 8, so I was 13. My sports were athletics, hockey, badminton and rounders. I did regional representation for athletics and hockey, national representation for rounders, and county representation for badminton, so I was quite sporty. But then I got admitted as an outpatient at 16 after a failed suicide attempt. I got discharged and restarted school again. I got admitted again at 17 because my counsellor was really worried about me. I discharged myself that time, but then I was put on a section about a week later. So that didn't work, and from that section I was placed in low secure children's services in Manchester, and then I moved to Surrey, which is also low secure children's services, where I eventually moved to Norfolk, which was an adults personality disorder unit. They helped me quite a bit, but I'm still the way I am. I've been in supported living for 6 months. Sorry, someone came to check on me. I've been in supported living for 6 weeks, and that didn't go so well. I ended up back in hospital on an acute open ward. That didn't go so well. I kept absconding and overdosing, so I got moved here to the HDU Secure, which you know about from my previous video. But yeah, I have a really loving family, just so you know, like a really loving family and great friends who really support me. So I'm just like, none of them are going to see this, but I just want people to know that I'm really grateful for them. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better dad or nicer friends. Like, they're so caring. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop blabbering on about that, and that's my video. So that's the introduction of me. I'm a bit weird, and that's my life story in a nutshell. See you later. Bye.